Sure thing.
Stop.
Do you have a guy on your wallpaper?
Oh yeah, because I'm back.
Who is it?
It's a guy named Be Motivated. I don't know if you've heard of him, but I don't know if it's gay or not. Because I'm not gonna lie, you're the first person that saw it. I was hoping someone else would see it. I was on my Aladdin, and I'm like,
I'm not saying it's gay, but it's kind of like,
you know what? You know why?
I get the whole inspirational part from it.
Yeah.
But
You know why? I think it's because it's not Arnold or anything. If it was someone that was like, if it was Rambo, like as in Stallone or something, you'd be like, all right, I get that. But if it's a random guy, you're just
do you
like,
crush on this guy?
I mean, he motivates me. His name is Be Motivated, so that's a plug to it.
Bro, I was just looking at. I was
Well, I'm in love with someone else.
All right, so
That's not recording, is it?
no, we're good. That's recording. This is all recorded. We'll see if we add
No. Okay, let me just put the timer on. We're good now.
camera 1, camera 2. We all good?
We're good?
Yeah, let's do this.
I was waiting for the clap, to be honest.
Oh, that.
There it is.
There it is.
That's when I know everything's starting. When you didn't do the clap, all right, we're ready to go. I'm like,
Have you done the
are we
clap
done?
yet?
All right, ready? Okay.
Yes.
So, welcome back to the Curious Canvas. This is the episode 5. I'm excited for this today.
Let's go.
I think the reason why is because we have the socials up, YouTube's up, everything's pretty much up and running now.
We're starting to do the clips.
Yeah, it's getting there. So it's
getting there.
you know, we're working. Content's coming out. Get ready. So today, I asked you to watch this movie, but you've already seen it, so which is good.
I've watched 1 and 2.
Yeah, I haven't seen number 2, but I'm cool with spoilers. So it's to all the boys I ever loved. P.S. I love you.
Mm-hmm.
That's starring an Asian lead named Lana Condor. She plays high school junior Lara Jean.
Yes.
And she falls in love, which is pretty typical. She falls in love with a guy named PK. Shout out to PKs everywhere.
Not many do that. But continue.
Anyway, so I love the movie because one, this is a big representation to us because it's an Asian lead.
That's what I love about Netflix. If you've seen it on Netflix, the diversity has been crazy.
Yeah.
They do want a lot of people that look like the people that are watching. So they have been having a whole lot of diversity on Netflix compared to traditional TV that used to be very white led. But you'll see Asian led film, or Crazy Rich Asians.
Crazy Rich Asians. Dr. Ken. Fresh Off the Boat.
Fresh Off the Boat.
Yeah. I know you haven't played this game, so the two things definitely like I'm loving with like just pushing it like Asian culture out. So Marvel's actually gonna release this, the first superhero Asian film, Shang-Chi. That's starring Samu Liu.
There's something about that I like to say, but I can't say it here on this podcast, but I'll say it after.
Okay.
And it's funny that you mentioned that, but there's something that is very close to me that I'll tell you after this podcast, but I can't put it on here. But it's crazy.
Okay.
You'll be very surprised.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
But even not even just that. Like, so I played Last of Us 2. That'll definitely be for another episode as well when we talk about Last of Us 2. But Last of Us 2, that's a heavily influenced with a lot of Asian culture in it. Like there's an Asian bad guy. There's an Asian there's an Asian lead. Like for me, I'm like I love that. And like there was an Asian.
That's why they're doing it.
Yeah, it's pushing it. And I
like they know the people that are watching it now. They're just like us. So that's what they want to do. They want to push diversity on TV. There's a lot of black leads, a lot of Asian, a lot of Indian leads.
Yeah.
And it's good. I like it. I was watching Baker and the Beauty on ABC in America, but over here you can watch it on Stan.
Yeah.
Very Latino show.
Okay.
Yeah, you should watch that. You'll love that because it's all about love. And I know you.
I'm all about love. More than you know. But yeah, so my question is, how do you feel about the film? How do you like it?
I enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, I think
the second.
Everyone's always told me the first one's amazing.
The first
second one's a bit, it's a bit rocky.
Did not like the second one at all. We were very excited for it to come out. I remember Netflix was showing the previews. They were hyping it up, and I watched it, and I just didn't like the second one. Yeah. First one's good.
I thought it was nice because when you like back in the early 2000s, late 90s, all of those rom-coms were coming out.
Yeah.
And it kind of gave me that nostalgia, like they're bringing it back a little bit. Obviously, their own take, and I love how like an Asian lead. That's just me personally.
It's different, yeah.
But also with how she writes, pretty much what the story is about is she writes letters to all the boys she ever loved, and then she hides it in the closet. You know, none of the boys have ever seen it. Then the sister, which is, I would throw my laptop
It's
at my
funny because we
sister.
both got a younger sister, just like that.
What would you do if your younger sister did that?
Probably wouldn't throw my laptop, but I I go off.
Oh,
And if she spread it like that, ooh, joy.
that's a lot. That's a lot. I don't
You
know.
cop it.
If any of my sisters did that, just the
Yeah.
hatred. But yeah. What do you think about the movie?
So, like I said, I enjoyed it. Parts that I liked were, it's very, very, like you were saying, the 90s, how the lead role, she's kind of geeky,
Yeah.
not as popular, and then
Mhm.
she gets with a popular guy,
Yeah.
but she has all her different secrets.
Mm-hmm.
By
By the way.
No, you go ahead.
Sorry. You were one of the. I felt like you would be one of those people that would love this movie, just
No,
because.
no,
because I feel like
like the
you were a
first
rom-com type of guy back in the day.
I am, and I still am. I just didn't think. It's hard to say now, and a lot of people would be able to relate because once you've watched the second one,
Okay.
the first one is kind of. Because if you just watch the first one, and it's hard to talk about it without spoiling, but if you just watch the first one, it's really good.
Yeah.
Because of what happens in the second, it just kind of washes out the beauty or the
innocence of the first one.
of the first one.
Yeah.
The innocence is definitely is a good word for it. I'm trying. The first one.
You're definitely okay to spoil it. I haven't seen number 2, but it's okay for spoilers. Spoiler alert, by the way.
No. I want you to watch it and we can talk about it in a second.
Okay.
But like I'll go off you. What did you like about it? And then we can go from there.
What I like about it. Again, that 90s and early 2000 feel. That's what I like.
Well, give me an example of what type of movie.
I don't know. What was that? What was that movie where I think all the movies are like this, where there's a popular guy, obviously the jock or whatever, and then they go for a geeky girl. Same thing as you're saying.
Yeah.
But then the geeky girl becomes hot, and then everyone wants just to get with this girl.
Yeah.
And like she's just being herself, but then she finds out the guy just, oh wow, you just got with me because you're a fuckboy. Like, yeah, I liked that type of chemistry, and then she falls in love with him. It's a good feel. One thing that like was a bit weird, and I was watching when I watched this straight away. I was talking to a friend about this. We were talking about, is it weird that she doesn't want kissing, but hey, it's okay if you put your hand on my ass.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think that's like it shows a lot about today's society. Like, I'm not good with kissing, but it's fine if you want to like just grab my ass while we're walking down the hall.
You want to know why?
Why?
So I can say because I've talked to Chelsea about this.
Mm-hmm.
Kissing is a very intimate.
Yeah.
Is very intimate.
Yeah.
Kissing means you actually like the person, or you have feelings towards that person.
100% agree.
All the other that kind of other stuff, like but obviously, with it being, what's the word? Like kissing's very intimate, and all the other stuff you can do. It's crazy that you can do all these other stuff now without having a kiss beforehand, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's
because kissing is very intimate.
Oh, definitely.
Kissing, and when you're saying society, how society is now, a lot of people do all the stuff before they actually have feelings for a person, so that's why I'm saying like kissing is a very intimate.
But when you all right, let's just say we're just
it's very
But when you just view the movie wise, when Lara Jean was like to PK, no kissing, I'm good with you touching my ass and everything. Like, let's just say you were in that high school, right? And you were just like chilling with your boys, and you see a couple walking past. If you saw them kissing, all right, that looks intimate. It'd be a bit weird if they were making out.
Intimate,
but yeah. But if you saw a guy grabbing her ass, what's the first thing you would think of? For me,
straight off the bat.
yeah, I'd be
like he's being.
they're doing it. They're doing it. That's it. I wouldn't be thinking.
No.
Would you be thinking they're the boyfriend girlfriend?
No. I think. Well, it depends how they look. Does it look like he's just done it out of nowhere, or is it
Walking down the hall, holding her ass.
holding it?
Because that's what it was. That's what it was.
That does show intimacy. But kissing is a whole different
Yeah,
ball
no,
game.
yeah. I get you. Yeah, I get that.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel that. I don't know. What else do I like though about the movie? I love the interracial parts with like the father is like half white and like the mom's I was just like, okay, I see that.
But she looks full Asian.
Yeah. And like it's a family feel as well. I feel like a lot of people are gonna love this movie. Like everyone who I know has seen this movie. I came in late to the game. Even number 2 I haven't seen. Like you probably saw number 1 when it first came out, eh?
No. I didn't watch it. I only watched it recently, maybe a few months ago.
Oh, okay.
But I remember people at work. Was it? I don't know if. How long ago is this movie? 2018?
Nah, 2019. I think.
Okay, so it must have been people from work. They were talking about.
Oh no, 2018. It was 2018. At the end.
Maybe it was from my old work, and they were talking about it.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
You should watch this movie. Blah 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 blah. I never got onto it.
Yeah.
But then I only watched it a few months ago. And when I watched it, I understood what the hype was about. It was funny. I watched it with Chelsea and Toss.
Oh, okay,
We
yeah.
were watching it in our room. It was just.
Who was Chelsea going for? Was she going for PK or Josh?
PK. Yeah. And it's like I said, it's just weird. It's hard to go back to the movie, the first one, and really give it its props when the second one kind of just takes it all away.
I really need to watch number 2 now.
You gotta watch number 2.
Yeah. Okay. Because I feel like you're really like you're really throwing the whole number 2 ruins that type of vibe feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it me or did the light kind of?
The light kind of got dimmed. I think a little bit.
Yeah.
With so with this movie, how I got introduced to it, actually it was from an ex. So she watched the movie and then she just randomly private messaged me. Anyway, so yeah, she was like, the ex-girlfriend, I'm just gonna.
So she's watching this.
Yeah.
And she's thought, oh, I'm gonna go message PK.
I thought it was weird as well because we didn't talk at the time.
Where's the letters?
We weren't huh? Oh, there was no letters. Not that I know of it. It's
Where's the letters?
It's still locked up in a closet. So anyway, so she messaged me and I thought it was weird too because when she messaged me, she said like, "Oh, this movie made me think about you," and I'm like, so I was thinking was because the main guy's named PK.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was like, all right, then.
That's fair.
I haven't seen the movie, so at that time.
Okay.
So I was feeling like, okay,
you thinking about me? You feeling yourself? Oh, so you've been thinking about me? You watch this movie, you thinking about me?
100%. I was thinking.
Trying to relapse.
Anyway, so when she was, after she, so you're making me like.
Shout out to PK's sister. Release the tapes.
No, Moy. Anyway, so when she private messaged me about it and she said like it made me think about you because of PK.
Yep.
When I watched the movie, after I watched it, I talked to a close friend and I said the same story to her. And then she's like, that's weird though. She'd like think about you because of the PK guy. And I'm like, why is that? And she's like, well, PK in the movie, everyone think he's a player, quote unquote fuckboy. So I don't know if she's thinking about you for the right reasons.
He's like a jock. He's a jock.
So my next question to you is, because everyone has different interpretations and different definitions. What's your definition? Like your personal definition of a quote unquote fuckboy? Jam.
This is funny. It's funny. Feeling watches.
People are watching this are just like, yeah, it's the guy on the right. That's the definition.
It's funny because the tables have turned. So in today's society, fuckboy. Back in the day, people used to give that term of a player. That's all it really was.
Yeah.
That's what I define it as. Who's a player?
But when you say player,
they changed the name.
But what would be your definition of a player then?
Someone that is single.
Okay. Yeah.
Living their life.
When you say living your life,
talking to one girl. Not committed. But they're talking to that girl, and they could be talking to another girl, or they could be talking to another girl.
All right. This is a question for you as well. Actually, wait. Continue your definition.
Yeah, and out with the boys. Partying. I'm just thinking.
No, I get that. But
I'm not defining anyone specific. I'm just saying this is what I'm thinking. I'm like,
it's
living their life, music.
I think I'm more just saying with this
doing them.
So my question, and this it just relates to how you're defining it.
Yeah.
Are you saying it's more of a compliment or not a compliment? Because I have a different interpretation of that. So that's why I'm asking you. Do you think that's a compliment?
No. Because in today's society, fuckboy is very derogatory. It's
now
very,
it is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's very like,
yeah.
You're a piece.
100%. Yeah.
Not mistreat. You're a fuckboy. You're not a good guy.
Yeah. I talked to Ralph and a few other people about their definitions. A lot of the definition that everyone thinks though is you sleep with a lot of girls. And that does count in it. That is definitely involved in it.
For sure.
But a big thing that Ralph put out was, I think, and I agree with this, I think it's a guy that manipulates girls into sleeping with them.
You think so?
I kind of agree with that because I'm like, because you're talking shit to get into a girl's pants.
But that's everyone when it comes to
no,
not trying to get into anyone's pants, nothing like that, but just trying to impress someone. Even if you're going into an interview, you're really hyping yourself up just so that you can get this job.
I don't want to say that makes you a fuckboy. But
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it makes you a fuckboy. It just means
you're confident of yourself.
Yeah, and you just I wouldn't say manipulating. I wouldn't say manipulating. I'm just saying you're being more than.
Well, you're saying as in today's society, right? You're saying like today's definition is someone that's like you're a fuckboy. Like it's a bad way of putting it, right?
Yeah.
So if it means that now, back in the day, yes, 100%, everyone was hyping up like, yeah, I'm a fuckboy, like, and what? But nowadays, But nowadays, no one likes really being called that.
Like a womanizer.
Yeah. But nowadays, that's the reason why I don't look at it like it's a positive thing. That's why I look at it like you're manipulating girls and you're talking crap to get into their pants. I'm not saying anyone specifically. That's just my definition. Like I joke around. Like I call friends fuckboys all the time. It's a joke though. It does. Yes, I do think the number kind of plays into it because I mean, like if you just did that to one girl, I don't know if that counts.
Yeah.
But if it was to multiple girls and you're just talking shit to a lot of these girls, I think it's a negative term now.
That's one connotation of a fuckboy. The other one I would think is do you know what a simp is?
No.
What's a simp? It's when a guy say has a girl or has a girlfriend that they're really into, who has done them very dirty, and just treats him like shit. People know, and then they're still tailoring to that girl. Simping. It's like, or just really putting a girl that's not worth your time.
Yeah.
On a pedestal.
Yeah, I got that.
Because some girls treat, like how guys treat some girls bad, some girls treat some boys bad, and these guys still stick around, and I don't understand it.
That's a good.
Yeah, but a simp. Get your phone out. Simp. Pull it out. No. It's something. Mediocre P.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let's see the definition of this.
I'm not used to getting on the mic and saying all these words yet. I'm really not.
All right, simp, or SIMP, meaning a silly, a foolish person. Let's see the word.
No.
That's what it says here.
No. What does simp mean in slang? Look at this. Okay. So you go to Urban Dictionary. Someone who will say anything to please someone, particularly a girl.
Yeah.
In the hopes that they will be in good favor with the person. But what it means, simp, suckers idolizing mediocre pussy.
Okay.
So some male who will do anything for a little bit of play from a female. He usually chasing around a female who's not even worth work or time.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So there's another.
I'm going to say that more now.
Yeah,
damn.
simp. Like you're a fucking simp.
Yeah.
This girl don't. She's not even worth your time, or she's treating you like shit.
How many
You
times?
should know your worth.
Yeah.
But you're simping.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But it's more used in America, but some people use it here.
No,
I see it on social media.
No,
like
because
simp.
I never
You're
really
simp.
knew. I never really know what to say to that. Whenever
But that's a you get that meaning?
yeah,
Like someone
I
that
can feel that.
Ooh, that's another fuckboy to me. So one fuckboy would be, the person that's just
Yeah.
yeah, and then the other one is that's simping.
I think there's definitely different levels. Then
Yeah.
I can understand that. Yeah. But I guess both terms nowadays would be negative. Like the simp.
Right now. Yeah, both terms are negative for sure.
100%.
Yeah, but it's got to be negative straight off the bat. You're a fuckboy.
Yeah,
straight off the
yeah.
bat, fuckboy. You're a fuckboy. Yeah, it's definitely negative.
It's funny how like when the word first
But the
came
name,
out though.
like a player, if you're a player, or if someone's pimping back in the day or
Yeah.
in 2000s, but if you're a player, it's like, oh yeah, he's a player.
Yeah.
But now fuckboy, that came in. I remember maybe like 2012. Everyone was using it.
You know, that's the difference between like when you hear the word like obviously it's slut now when like how Amber Rose is pushing it. It's empowering women now.
Yeah.
But like back in the day, like when fuckboy first came out, men empowered that word straight away. Nowadays, obviously, it means a negative term, but when it first came out, though, men empowered it. I think that's the difference between the word slut and the word, yeah. That just we empowered it, women didn't. But in saying that, like obviously, I don't know when slut first came out though, but I'm sure like men obviously said that, used it like no tomorrow. Yeah. But yeah,
I don't call girls. I don't do none of that. There is a difference. There's a big difference between a woman and a bitch.
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
But you see what the
But
word.
we can go into that.
Yeah. I think that's a different
That's a
episode.
topic.
Yeah.
All right, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, back to
the movie. I like the end. I like the ending in number one. One thing that was like, I don't know how I would feel if I was Lara's sister, because when she walks out and then Josh is defending her in front of PK, and she's like, you don't. He's like, we all know who you are. We can see your true colors. And then he's just like, he's like, oh, I see how PK's like, I see how it is. You were using me to get to him. And then the sister came out, and the sister was like, what? I don't know how I would feel with that situation. As in, like, you knew I was dating this guy, but then
you still went around, kind of.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's young love at the end of the day, so it's a bit different. I think when you get older, it's you're definitely valuing it different. Like if one of my boys got with one of my exes.
Well, how long ago exes?
Oh, that's different then. That's different.
Nah, let's talk about this.
Okay.
How long ago? Different. How long ago exes? So say I had an ex from 10 years ago or so.
Yeah.
You say you did, and then one of your boys that you hang out with now started dating her. How would you feel?
Was I still talking to her?
Are you still talking to her?
Yeah, because it counts.
It's your ex.
Okay, it's ex.
So it doesn't.
I wouldn't.
Talking or not talking, it's your ex that you say 2 years you were with together.
If it was 10 years ago, to be honest, I don't think it would bother me because she would be out of sight, out of mind. To be honest, at that stage. Well, that's not true. I'm still talking to one of my
friends.
I'm still talking to one of my.
Yeah. So say you're talking to one of your exes now,
and we're close friends.
Yeah.
If she let's just say she dated one of my close guy friends. It would be I think it would be fine because we're just friends.
Yep.
And we treat each other as friends.
Yeah.
But let's just say if he dated someone 5 or 4 years ago, I don't think I'd be okay with that. Because I think it'd just be like, even though I don't have those feelings for her, I'd just be like, I mean, did you? Also depends. Let's just say it also depends.
Yeah, see,
did you bring up this conversation with me?
Now you're thinking.
Or did you like go behind my back and talk about it? Because it more shows character on you than her. Because I don't think she's not doing anything wrong with it. But with him though, like, how did you approach the situation? Did you bring it up with me? Did you just go behind my back and meet up with her? If she talked crap about me, did you defend me?
See?
It's all of that. It's all the above.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it all depends on that. 10 years ago, though? No, I don't think it would bother me. What about you? It's on record.
I wouldn't
by the way.
even. Hey.
It's on record, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, we're on record. I wouldn't. Someone that I was close with right now,
Mhm.
I wouldn't. I would be like, you're a dog.
What happens, for example? What happens, for example? Let's just say, because let's just say, I'm gonna use myself for example, because I don't know what your ex looks like.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many girls, bro.
No, I get that. But let's just say I did not know this person was your ex. Oh, you, this guy, just called me a simp.
Nah, not you. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Say
yeah,
someone
yeah.
did do that.
Yeah.
You're a
No,
simp.
but for example though, I'm a good guy, as you know.
Yes.
Yeah. So what happens if, because I don't know what your ex looks like and I don't know her name or anything, but then me and her have been seeing each other.
You personally, yeah.
Me personally,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about your ex, by the way.
You don't know that who she.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So then, but then like, I'm just like, oh, I'm dating someone. Like, bro, I can't wait to introduce you to.
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
knowing you, you'd be like, oh, show me what she looks like. I'm like, yeah, sure. You look at it, and it's your ex. Are you going to like? And let's just say me and her have been dating for 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would
good.
what would the feeling be for you? Would you be looking at me as a simp or like a dog can or?
I probably wouldn't. I'll be like, dickhead. I'll be like, dickhead. Fuck that. And then it would just be all
On me?
No.
But
I wouldn't. I will tell you straight up, and you know me.
Mm.
I'll tell you straight off the bat. I'll go, nah, bro. This, that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
This is, remember the girl, blah, blah, blah. This
Oh, you know what? Actually, wait. If it's that situation, I'd be like, I'd swipe that girl to the left. Then that's different.
Yeah.
That's different. Okay, yeah, that's different. But if it was, let's just say it was just like a girl you barely ever dated, would that bother you?
girl I barely ever dated.
Like you dated for a minute.
It's funny because I barely ever dated anyone.
Fair. Yeah, but like if you barely dated one girl. Oh my god. Yeah. If you barely dated one girl and then you saw me dating her. Again, you have to always keep in mind though. I don't know.
You don't know.
this girl, yeah. If I did know, I'm a dog cunt.
And then no. If you did know, yeah, of
if
course you're a dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, I will tell you what, oh yeah, I used to talk to her or I used to date her and what happened.
Yeah.
And then it's up to you.
Yeah.
It's up to you if you're sweet with that.
Yeah.
But then if we slept together and
You
I
and-
told
yeah.
you,
Yeah, you and her, yeah.
it's kind of weird that if you were like, oh, I'm still really, I don't know. For me, I would just be like, oh,
Yeah,
I don't know. It's up to you.
I'd
bro.
find it weird because when we're going to parties, I don't even
Yeah,
I don't even care if you
that-
I don't even care if you have
it's
a
that
miss. I don't
point.
care if your missus is there.
It's that
I'm
point.
like I can't have an intimate
It's
moment
that
with this
point.
girl.
Oh no, it would just be
Doesn't
you'll
matter.
rock up and you know me. You'll rock up and you'll just be like, in your first thing in your head is me, bro.
No, you know what bothered me? If she just like let's say we're having an intimate moment at the bar, like we're at the bar, and you're like on the side just like chilling, and then like she tries to kiss me, I'm like, I can't. Let's wait till we get home. Let's not do this in public right now. Hey, wait, actually another thing.
Yeah, but if you knew 10 years ago, even 5 years, 10 years ago, 10 years ago for us, well, for me, I was high school, you were just out,
Yeah.
10 years ago, even if it was 10 years ago, I would still think like, what is wrong? Like, are you okay?
But I also think it depends on the breakup and it depends on how they met. If I knew you, let's just say I knew the situation. If I knew your
That's
ex,
a dog.
If I knew your ex, 100%. I'm a dog. If I knew your ex and I did that, I'm a dog.
You're a dog.
If I didn't know the situation and then let's just say we were dating for a while and then I found out like all in that time, I'd still swipe left if it was a bad breakup. If it was a mutual breakup, as in like you guys just had enough of each other, that would be a conversation I'd have a conversation with you because you're my close friend.
Enough,
I'm gonna have a conversation like, how do you feel? And I want you to be upfront. Like I know you don't feel for her or anything, but like, do you look at me in any type of way? Because you're not. You're not looking at her. To be honest, you're not looking at her.
Between you and me, and it's always been like that with a whole lot of people in my life. It's never been about, a girl or anything like that.
Yeah.
Say it was always between you and me. It was and I'll let you know how
I know you will. So one thing since we're talking about relationships and everything, so one thing that they had an argument with in the movie, so Lara Jean and PK had an argument. They were about to break up before they were going away. So there was an argument that PK was like, you don't even post stuff on social media with me and you, and she's like, you're not even doing the same.
Yep.
And I'm like, I've been in a somewhat of a situation like that, but how do you feel like that? Because I feel like you and your missus, you and Charles, you guys post each other up all the time. Would that be, do you think that's bad? And we know people that never post their boyfriend up one part.
And it's all good. Like,
yeah. So how would you feel if, let's say, Chelsea didn't post any photos of you? She's not posting.
How long were we together for?
Right now.
Right now?
Yeah,
and
right.
she was not posting nothing?
She's not posting with other. Well, by the way, on Vice, I'm gonna say on. Well, how do you think she would feel as well? She's not posting with other guys or anything. And you're not posting with other girls.
Yeah.
You guys are just living your lives.
Yeah.
And like with friends, you guys are posting up. For whatever reason, though, she just wanted to keep you separate. Not that she's not.
Okay, so she's not posting, but I am.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, kind of weird.
Would you get mad at her?
We'd have a conversation.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get mad. I'd be like, "Why aren't you posting?" Just for the fact, like, are you trying to keep something? Are you trying to look single?
Yeah. That's
the main one. Like, are you trying to look single?
Yeah.
Are you trying to?
Definitely the, yeah.
Who are you trying? What are you trying to portray that if you're not posting about me and I am? I know. Hey, you can't say, "Oh, it's just social media." Well, social media is kind of how it is today.
Yeah.
So you can't just be saying, "Oh, it's only social media." But if you both had an agreement behind the scenes and you're like, you know, I'm trying to get my money, or let's try and brand ourselves that we are both single, but like, you know, we're together.
Yeah.
That's different.
Like how some models
do. Yeah, because I get why models do it, because they don't want people to know that they're in a relationship, because it makes them look more, you know, when they're single, it's like, oh yeah, you'll pay more attention to the single one than to more to someone that's lovey-dovey, unless your crowd is that type that wants that love.
Yeah.
But yeah, we would have to have a conversation and just be like,
how do you think
what are you trying to portray?
How do you think she would feel? As in, like, if you vice versa with you, if you were posting photos, you're not posting photos with other girls or anything. It's just literally what you're doing, what you're exactly doing now, minus photos of Chelsea.
know. If I did it, Chelsea would definitely pull me up. She would just be like, "Why don't you post? Are you trying to show single?
Yeah.
Are you still trying to be who you used to be before me?
Who'd you used to be?
Huh?
Who'd you used to be?
Huh?
Who'd you used to be? Who'd you used to be?
No,
we could go back to
who'd you used
to be?
Single.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah,
it's a good answer.
Yeah, that's what would happen. she would pull me out. Like, what's going on?
I get that.
Well, what about you? What would happen with you?
I don't know. So I dated. So one girl that I dated, her job, like actually outside of things, she was on social media all the time, because her job was pretty much on socials, promoting the brand of the company.
Yeah.
She hated her personal social media because of it. She didn't post that much stuff up, but the reason why she didn't is just because every day I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Insta, I'm pushing the brand. Yeah, and it's like I do it so much, like stories and everything. It kind of gets it just weighs on me. That's why she never really posted much stuff. Did it bother me? Yes, it bothered me because I felt that, not that she was trying to portray being single. I don't think she was trying to portray that, but I think that I just didn't feel, to be honest, I didn't feel special. Everyone likes feeling special some type of way. You don't understand how much one post can make a giant difference. On my Instagram, did I post videos did I post it on my timeline? No, I didn't post anything. On my story though, I posted of her a lot. Did I ever say I'm so lucky to have, like, I'm so lucky with her, or like something in that type of caption? No. A lot of people thought she was just a friend or just a random girl, to be honest. But I posted videos, I posted stuff on her just for that recognition that, like, okay, I do post stuff up. She didn't do the same, but I understand that she was working for a social media company, which kind of drained that fun of posting stuff on her personal.
I get that.
You know, when you see people that post a lot on their socials, you know, and they like doing it. I like posting stuff when I go hiking and everything, and I love pushing that. Yeah. But she just got sick of it because her second job was pushing all of this. Like, imagine if
she sees it as a she would see it as a business sense. It wasn't fun for her anymore. She was trying to get, as a social media coordinator, manager, or whatever. They would just all see analytics. It would just be about getting numbers, doing all that.
Oh yeah.
and just seeing the business side of it. I would get that, but I sometimes it would be. Sometimes I would have thought that she would have wanted to do the whole personal posting, because it is a whole separate entity and it's like a break from that. It's kind of like this is a fucking bar take.
Okay.
It's kind of like it's kind of like how porn stars, when they talk about having sex on film,
This is okay.
right?
Yeah, okay.
But that's their job. It's all about business to them. They see it as it's just a job.
Yeah.
And then they pull it, and then it's a whole different side that they would want to enjoy it with their partner. Say they are in a relationship.
Yeah.
They would want to enjoy it.
In a different sense.
This is a far take, huh?
I'm not.
But do you get this analogy? It's like
I get what you
she
mean.
sees a whole business sense, but then when you come home, I would assume, or I would have thought that she would want to have fun with it, or
Yeah.
But maybe it was an excuse, so she was trying to portray that when she was single.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe to be honest, we didn't work out, so could be. But I get that side, but I think I definitely think that if you're not posting of the person that you're with, not all the time. I'm not saying you ain't gonna do it all the time. Like I wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't want that too.
Imagine if Chelsea were just posting everything every single day of just you.
Like, I'll be like, are you serious? Like, can't we just have our own? Can't you just enjoy life? Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
Yeah, because we want to see the independence as well. That's just like, there's amazing things about you. Let's just post stuff for you.
Oh yeah. No, I don't like that at all.
Yeah, But anyway, movie wise, I like the movie. I think a lot of things. The first, I'm gonna definitely watch the second one because of you now, and we can take that on another episode. But nah, I like number one.
How crazy is like you were saying, the 90s and 2000s, that vibe when you used to watch movies, and then I grew up, or you grew up, and it was a whole different. We were in a different ball game.
Yeah,
we were in a different ball game. Girls weren't just girls that I kind of met growing up after high school weren't like the movies.
Oh no.
Different.
You know when you like
there was social medias involved heavy.
Mm.
So the picking up at a bar or picking up like in different places is different, because you could just send a DM or blah 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 blah. It's a whole different game from what you were saying in the 90s and 2000s. So this has kind of brought it back to that.
Yeah.
And dating apps, we didn't even get to dating apps.
So actually, wait. So I have a close friend named Lucy, right?
Right.
And it's,
shout out Lucy.
Yeah, shout out to her. She's awesome. She's like dating one of my close mates named Essie. So she had a friend that's always on dating apps, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like she knows that I go on a lot of dating apps as well. And she asked me, like she was talking about her friend, and she was like, it's weird that like she's always on dating apps, and how you gonna meet the person in your dreams on dating apps and everything. And I said but I said this, I'm like, where else would you think you find the right type of person? Because you can find them anywhere.
Yep, that's all right.
Yeah. Sorry, you gonna say?
No, keep going.
Yeah. So me, I'm on a lot of dating apps, but that's also because now that I'm working, I'm not working in bars anymore, so I don't meet as many people nowadays. So that's the reason why I'm on dating apps. Yeah. And yeah, with that though, it's hard to find. I feel like you have way more options to meet certain people. I don't know what type of people, but you do meet certain people on dating apps.
There's a certain type of person on a dating app though.
Not just one. There's not just
one. You think so?
Nah, I'm 100% sure you know someone that's got married from a dating app.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right. Yeah,
like when people say like, oh, you're not gonna meet the person of your dreams.
No. Yeah. It's different now. It's different. It's a whole different ball game. Everyone meets however they want to meet.
Yeah.
And it's the exact same thing on dating apps. You're swiping left and right, judging based on appearance, and that's how life is anyway. You're gonna be attracted to someone. You'll talk to them. If you're not attracted to them, some people still talk to them.
Yeah.
but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
It just makes it. It's just social media. It makes everything faster. But are we that much more connected if we met them, say through friends or say through your own.
No, I think it's a story. Like when you tell your story, like if I told you and like I'm definitely part of this problem.
Yeah.
Definitely part of this problem. If you told if you told me, let's say you met your missus, you both were holding books, you guys bumped into each other. Oh, you guys were trying to grab the books and you guys touched your hands. I'm like, that's a good story. If you told me you met her through like a dating app, I wouldn't judge it.
No, I wouldn't judge it.
I wouldn't judge it. But
it's
just it's a different type of feeling though. That's all.
It's a different type of feeling.
Yeah, I don't think nothing's wrong with it. Nothing is wrong.
It's a different type of feeling for sure. Because if you think about, so like me and Chelsea, we met through, we met through social media. I don't know. She's younger than me. Somehow she lives on the other side of the country. I live in one.
Mm-hmm.
I live in Sydney. She was in Perth.
Shout out to Perth.
Yeah, and for years, 5 years, we were like friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then we never really met each other until 2 years ago or so, when we were both in the Philippines at the same time when we met, and it was a different feeling.
Yeah.
So I can talk about that, but at the same time, I'm part of that millennial social media meeting through Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah.
But it is a different type of feeling compared to,
Yeah.
Like, well, what's your types of experiences with a dating app? Because for me, and I'll be dead set. When I was on dating apps, I was not myself for one, and it wasn't. Nothing was good. Nothing good was coming out of it at all.
Yeah.
Pause.
So my
like
experience,
no good situations.
Yeah.
It was I don't think I met anyone that I really vibed with in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because I wasn't looking for that through a dating app. I don't know if some people are.
Yeah.
But I'm sure a lot of people are looking.
Yeah. So me, I've been on. I'll be upfront with this. I've been on Tinder, Bumble, Hinge. That's kind of all I've been on.
Grindr.
No. But anyway, yeah. So I definitely
His
know.
profile's PK_fire on Grindr.
Shout outs. Anyway, yeah. No, but with all of them, I'm not gonna lie. When people ask me what I'm looking for, I say all of the above. But when I say that, everyone's always just like, okay, all right, then this is just like thing. He just wants to fuck. Yeah. No, I say all of the above because it depends on the person I meet. Majority of the people I meet, this goes for me, obviously girls because that's all I'm meeting. Yeah. But guys and girls have the same mentality. If they just want, you're gonna meet people, and a lot of people want it. Yeah, they just want to have fun and they go with the flow. If that's the flow, if that's the vibe you're giving me, that's the vibe I'm gonna
for sure.
Project. If you're giving me a vibe that you want a relationship, I mean, obviously after the first date, that's a different vibe I might give if we do click. I'm not gonna lie, I've never dated someone from Tinder or anything. Nothing's wrong with that.
Me too.
Would I like to? If I met the girl of my dreams on Tinder, amazing. Do I see it happening? I don't see it happening.
I never dated anyone on Tinder as well.
Yeah, like
and at the same time, I need to put it out there. This was years ago. Haven't been on years. What was I gonna say? Oh,
Grindr.
No. Tinder. Yeah, nothing's really. All these weird. Yeah, nothing's been good.
Yeah, like a lot of the conversations I have, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot for girls, and I think it's a lot for guys as well. It's a copy and paste conversation.
Oh yeah.
You know, like for me, I'm just like looking good when I see you, and I'm not gonna lie. Anyone that's watching who has seen who's watching this, they're just like, that's what he said to me. That's good. It's just a copy and paste conversation. I'm sure their reply is exactly the same. You know, it's hard to have that spark on a dating app. Like, don't get me wrong, it does happen, but when you meet someone at a bar, like when I met like girls who I've dated in the past in a bar, at work, at other places, there was
real life
yeah.
interaction is so much different.
Yeah.
And
even though every single one of them thought I was a fuckboy, which that's just not true.
The thing is, PK, the first thing to getting better is acceptance and taking ownership.
Yeah. You're like being single, right?
Huh?
It's being single.
It's fine. You're being single. It's fine.
Okay. Well, I think Well, no. Oh, yeah, I'm the one. First of all,
let's keep going.
Yeah,
This
it was
is fine.
yeah,
I'm enjoying this. Keep going.
I'm enjoying this as well. No, so with dating apps wise, yeah, there are definitely a lot of people that have got married from it and dated.
Oh yeah.
I haven't experienced that yet. Hopefully, it does happen, but it's just easier. And I think through the years, it's just gonna be more influential. Like, yes, the main ones are Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, and Grindr for some as well, but it's just gonna keep getting bigger from there. And like, I'm not gonna lie, I've definitely slid into girls' DMs, and that's how I've met other girls as well. But that's kind of the way it's kind of going, Like, I'd love to have that story. I met a girl at the bar, which that's happened before, or at a coffee shop or whatever. But does it happen? Are you gonna have that spark? Is she gonna be looking at you? At least with Tinder, I swiped right, she swiped right. She's interested in me, to a level. And vice versa,
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
agree with you though.
but yeah, but there's also crazies and catfishes there.
Yeah. Problems.
That's just
Weirdos.
yeah.
Oh man. Just see, if we had have had this conversation years ago, I've never, nothing good has ever. I've told people this.
You being in obviously a steady, strong relationship now, right?
Yeah.
When you
I waited for
yeah.
a while.
Yeah, but when you really think
I wasn't waiting. I'm just saying, like, I really waited for the right person.
Yeah, and shout out to your anniversary as well.
Oh yeah,
congratulations to both of you.
We enjoyed that today. That was cool. We spent good time.
But when you think about when you think about that, and then you think about like 4 years ago, and you're like on Tinder and everything, and you're just like,
what the fuck was I doing? And no, I was thinking, fuck, I wish Chelsea came into my life a lot earlier, like in person, because that's where it really sprung off. I just think, the person I was back then compared to now is a whole.
But do you think? This is good conversation. Do you think if you met Chelsea 5 years ago, you'd be the same person? Like you guys would be dating? I say that for one reason, because
I don't know.
you were a different person then.
Yeah.
If she came into your life now,
it's weird. I kind of feel like I've really, it took steps. I was growing, and it's funnily enough, through something from Tinder, and Robbie would know. Robbie would know this story. It really, whatever happened, really kind of turned me off and swayed me to really change my ways, because I was just done. I was over it. I was just, I remember calling Robbie one time just being, bro, I can't do this anymore. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not attracted. I'm no feelings. And I just didn't feel right, and it was bad. It was bad for me. It was bad for, I'm sure, for her, because I don't know how she felt towards me. But then I remember just then I was like, I'm just gonna be normal and not have to do this. Like, I'm not gonna force any, for go on Tinder and try and force. I'm just gonna let it ride, and then we'll see how we go.
I think before we end this, I think Tinder or dating apps is a love and hate relationship, because like for certain people, you love the attention, but you just hate this. You just hate the same thing over and over again. And I'm part of that.
And that's the thing. It's the same thing over and over again.
It is.
I don't know.
That's a love and hate relationship.
Just keep waiting. You're just gonna keep waiting until something good springs out
That's
of it.
what I mean. It's a love and hate relationship. You love.
I guess some people, if you're in that zone, if you're in a zone, not in a zone, but if you're in a point in your life where you just wanna smash whatever, I guess it's cool. But I try and think of, if you're trying to find a relationship and date someone, and each time, month after month after month, and it's the same result, and I went through that, I think it's time to do something else. Like,
100%.
I felt once I stopped doing that, and I was just chilling, and I was just, I told myself I'll be cool, and I'll just do me. Not even try and worry or hit up a girl. Try and just let it come.
Yeah.
Like, if it comes, it comes. Talking to a good girl.
Yeah.
I remember I felt like it was good for my soul, because my soul was not good.
Yeah.
when I was doing all that, like while I was on Tinder, I just it didn't feel good for my soul.
Messed up your zen type of
Because
thing.
messed up my zen. I felt like I was, people that know me from 10 years ago, how I was very innocent, this, that. And then I was doing yes, I was. I was.
Okay, no, I got you. Yep.
And, just going through that like 4 or 5 years ago, whatever, it just really, it kind of changes you in a way.
Yeah.
Or I was just a whole different person. And then I felt once I stopped, and it was months and months, I felt like, I was feeling good. And then it's weird. Come 8 months later or so from that time, or a year or so,
Yeah.
I went to the Philippines with the boys, and we were just, having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I met Chelsea.
Yeah.
And it was weird. And then from there on, that's it.
The story continues.
The story continues. Yeah. And it's crazy because it was like I stopped doing all that kind of, I wouldn't say negative energy. It was just, like you were saying, repetitive.
Yeah, the copy and paste type of
Copy
conversation.
and paste type of conversations. You're not really into it. You're just like, because you're bored and you're single, you're doing it.
Yeah.
And then it would be like, say you got into a situation, or you but it was just not good for you. It didn't feel good.
Yeah. I definitely think that you need to get yourself out of that situation.
Yeah.
Like you have to be fed up with that situation for you to be okay. I'm ready for whatever. And then look what happens next minute.
Yeah. It was
The girl of your dreams walks
yeah,
past.
for sure. It was like all the all that soul
searching.
No, not soul searching. It was not good for my soul.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that. It was not good. It didn't feel good. I remember walking. Yeah, it just did not feel good. And when I let that go, deleted apps, whatever, just let it go. It felt like everything went
It just connect
like it should have.
Yeah.
And it's been good ever since. Been great.
On that note, happy anniversary. Anyway, man, I enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch number 2, by the way.
Yeah, you watch number 2. We'll go from there, and we'll
really I didn't ask my original question because, all right, you said this part. I'm like, you said this part, and we're going to continue on to the next episode. Because you said, when I asked you, have you seen it? And then I said, like, what do you think of it? And what did you say about the girl? Next episode?
Next episode.
Next episode.
My guy.
Oh, good.
It means no